I'll give him a hey exclamation point good luck in the chat. We have colonies. We have a 4-3 with estates. Nothing on the next page. Let's take a look at the board. Attacks. Nope. Defense doesn't matter then. Trashing. We have Spice Merchant. Forge. Okay. Count. Hi. Yeah, a lot of options. He GLHFs me. Village. You've got Wandering Minstrel. And that's it. Draw Hunting Grounds. Whoa. And plus buy is in Spice Merchant. Cash is a gainer. Count is a bad gainer. Well, you can gain copper to as Spice Merchant food. Okay, never mind. This is actually quite good. Duke on a colony board is not so good. Peddlers are nice, but I mean, with the plus buy being so measured, it doesn't seem like, I'm not going to go for the peddler split. Caravan will be pretty nice, but I mean, I clearly have to open Spice Merchant Silver. Getting up to Hunting Grounds is important. Now, the big question is, do you go for Count? And my short answer is it's going to depend a lot on draws. Oh, look, Count and Mandarin. I wonder which one I'm going to get. I think I'm going to be fine with Spice Merchant for quite some time. And then, like, what's likely is I'm going to get Forge and, like, try and forge extra colonies or something. Because I'll have 3 estates and a Spice Merchant and maybe some peddlers, and maybe some silvers that I'll want to pitch at that point. The payload of this is going to be treasures. Oh wait, I need the Spice Merchant for the plus buy. Count and Spice Merchant for copper gain and plus buy. So like that's very likely to they're very likely to stick around. But it makes me less afraid of silvers because peddler plus silver equals colony. Anyway, what I was trying to say is the payload of this is platinum. And for 4, Caravan or Wandering Minstrel. I mean, he got a Caravan, and he got it for 5. I find that a little strange. Count is still pretty good to get early on. Wandering Minstrel is really going to help me play my Spice Merchant a lot. It's going to help me play more action cards and potentially get me some peddlers and help me even economically. And I want the Wandering Minstrel anyway. I'm going to want a lot of them eventually. Like, Caravan is nice, but Wandering Minstrel seems very good right now. I really want to go for this. And, I mean, it doesn't matter, obviously, because I can get the Caravan now. And, unfortunately, he's got this 5-3 thing, which silver doesn't seem super, super great. I mean, Count this early is nice, but it's not, like, game deciding whether or not you get it, because Spice Merchant is good, and, like, there's enough draw, enough time. There's not this big hurry. I could buy a $6 peddler this turn. Wait, is peddler in play? In play. So this Caravan will count. I think I just want to take the money and the buy here. The cycling doesn't help me because it causes a shuffle. And I guess I'll just get the Hunting Grounds. JSH says Hunting Ground before peddlers. Just for the record, I was trolling. I'm not going to ever buy a $6 peddler on this board, like ever. And he does pick up a Forge. I might have been tempted to get, well, he doesn't have a village. Never mind. I was going to say I might have been tempted to get a Hunting Grounds. Number 2. In fact, like that's really what I'm thinking about here. I'm going to have my Hunting Grounds, my Spice Merchant in here. And a Caravan. There's actually something to just getting a Wandering Minstrel here. Next turn's going to be kind of bad, but like Wandering Minstrel is the best card for me to shuffle in right now. The Forge, well, the Forge could be really good though. Maybe I should just get the Forge. I just don't know if this is right. I could be very, very wrong about this. The second hunting grounds if I draw it this turn. It's very possible I'll wish it was something else. I mean, another terminal might be okay, but man, what is my turn going to look like? It's going to look exactly like the last one, with only one buy because I didn't play Spice Merchant for the buy, which I'm totally not doing. I have to cycle here. Man. Like, he should seriously consider getting a Wandering Minstrel here. Gold is probably okay. $2 Peddler. I think I need more Wandering Minstrels. It's going to enable better turns for me. I think I need to get this, and that's a pretty clear decision. I'm going to pretend this is that same Wandering Minstrel that I just bought so that I can feel better about it. JSH, you've never used that strat. There was one game where I used IG for copper gain and Spice Merchant as plus buy, and it was really good. And this is actually better than that, because you can wait to draw the copper until you've already drawn your deck. Okay, this is a very good draw. Yeah, I should be able to play this Spice Merchant for the buy. So this was good. Yes, I'm very happy about that Wandering Minstrel. Now, I think a Forge and a Peddler is probably appropriate. The Forge is going to be really good because I can forge 2 estates into a Wandering Minstrel. It's still a little pipe dreamy. I have 8 stop cards in my deck and no Caravan in play. I just overdrew the crap out of my deck last turn. I gotta play for good draws though, and here we get one. This is really good. I even have 2 estates in hand to forge, so I should be able to have that turn. He gets a platinum. It's good for him. Haven't found my hunting grounds yet. What? So it must be this bottom card. That's okay. I'll still have it in hand. Right? Yes, okay, good. I'm going to keep copper around though because it's payload. I have to do this because it's the only thing I can play this turn. And I'm an idiot because I don't have the actions. Should have been smarter. It's not time for count yet. That's probably next turn. Best card for my deck right now is probably Wandering Minstrel. Sadly, you can't unlock or buy the promo cards until the desktop game comes out. That's unfortunate. That's, however, your previous statement of black market is awesome could not be farther from the truth. So I've got this estate left. I also have 2 silvers in my deck. I really need to make sure I can hit 9. And then hit 9 again. Now, I can forge estate and silver into count, and get $3 that way. Also start gaining coppers, because I think that begins to be relevant soon. Although, I mean, I have other options with Count for my bad thing. He forges his Spice Merchant into a platinum. Interesting. So this commits him very hard to single colony turns, which I think you can do better. Well, okay, plus forge. You know what I mean. Yes, let's get more sifting by playing Peddler first. Okay. Two, 4, 7. I could have 10. I could even have 11 if I gained copper with the Count and drew it with Hunting Grounds. I think in either case I'm getting Platinum and Peddler. Yeah, and if I do that, I can do better by top decking a Hunting Grounds with the Count, because I'm not gaining copper. So the plan is Spice Merchant, copper for the buy, 5, 7, 10. Top deck the Hunting Grounds. Yeah, that's the plan. This is pretty good. Yeah. There's nothing in the chat that I need to respond to, but yes, along the same lines. And look, this trashing a Spice Merchant really hurts him. He's just gonna like really get a colony per turn. Like buying a Spice Merchant there is not crazy for him. Let's maximize our sifting here, even though I should be able to just draw the crap out of my deck. We need to play another village. Can I do any shenanigans with Forge? I could forge Hunting Grounds and Silver into Platinum. I don't really... it might be okay. It might help me economically if I can play the Platinum this turn. But I really want to have Silvers on hand to forge into colonies with Peddlers. So I don't like blowing up the Silver there. And the Hunting Grounds is also nice to have, especially because I'd probably just rebuy it. Overdrawing my deck is important still. So what am I going to do with the Forge? Nothing this turn? I want to play all my other cards. Yeah, I think that's... And also I have to gain... Crap. Yeah, I think I'm just not playing Forge. Gaining copper is probably fine now. Well, let's see if it matters this turn. Because if it doesn't, I've got 3. I'll play this for money. 6, 8 plus 7 is 15. I could have 16. I want another Platinum, so I'll have 6 or 7 left. Another Forge. Does that help me with my Forge shenanigans? The extra copper doesn't appear to be meaningful, so I can top deck the Hunting Grounds again. platinum and gold. That's good. I like that because it gives me more forge options later in the game. I can forge count and gold into colony. I'm way ahead here because he can only get one colony per turn. I mean, he can forge, but I can do that too, and I can soon just buy them. Like next turn, I'll have 22, 23. Yeah, I feel really good about my spot here. So yeah, platinum and gold seems best. Captain Decoy has a lot of text. You know, I've actually had that same nightmare, and also a similar. Oh, he's forging. And also a similar nightmare about waiting tables. This is why I would have top decked Wandering Minstrel over Hunting Grounds. Oh yeah. I mean, I should still be okay, but top decking Wandering Minstrel is better. Come on, deck. Thank you. It's so unlikely that that ends up biting me, but still, that's how I lose, right? By losing that kind of pace. What did he forge? Silver into Hunting Grounds. That's probably fine. Okay. These are ever so slight optimizations to things. I can't top deck cards now, though, because I need to be gaining copper with count. I just want a double colony this turn. And that means I need to gain the copper with count. That means we play another Wandering Minstrel next. If I start forging, though, my payload is delicate enough that I won't be able to buy double colony and forge into a colony on a turn. I could potentially do something about that by trashing Hunting Grounds into forging Hunting Grounds into gold plus duchy this turn. But that doesn't seem necessary until next turn. Yeah, I don't have to do that until next turn. I think the best thing for me right now is just to buy the 2 colonies and then start forging. Because 4 colonies left is a great spot for me. No, 3 colonies is better, but still, I need to get these 2 colonies and level the score. Then I've got more options. JSH says the trouble with that is the moment you need peddlers to draw. I just overdrew the crap out of my deck. I didn't even play a Hunting Grounds. Of course, without a Hunting Grounds in my deck. I mean, I have a lot of options for... What are you doing? Gaining a duchy. Okay. We got to be really careful about how we play this turn. Okay, I need to stop playing action cards. I can't get a colony this turn. If I do, he just double colonies and wins. If I get 2 colonies, I could potentially also forge into, like, duchy. Did he go first? He did. So double colony plus duchy here. Forge hunting grounds into gold, gain duchy. Does he have any 5-cost cards? That's relevant because he could forge count plus or fiver plus hunting grounds into colony, and the only fiver he has is a duchy, right? There's a count, duke, mandarin, and duchy, and these piles are full, and I'm the only one with a count, so he can't gain points that way. So maybe that should be my goal. Forge hunting grounds into duchy and gold, buy 2 colonies. I can still do that. The next turn I have so many options, plus he can't just win the game, right? I'm pretty sure this works, in which case I just draw my deck. First. Then I like count gain copper and that stuff. The problem with that is I can't use this hunting grounds to draw my deck if I do that. That's the problem with it. I need to play Caravan next. Not using this hunting grounds to draw my deck is going to prove to be a little tricky because I've got these 2 colonies. Ugh. What's in my discard? It's only a colony? There are no treasures in there, are there? Man, I don't think that's going to work this turn. I think I need to play the hunting grounds. That's sad. Well, I need to see what I draw with this guy. What about... I don't like forging bits into colony this turn because I just can't get around the fact that I need to use this hunting grounds to draw my deck. So as unfortunate as that is, I think I just need to count gain copper and play hunting grounds now and just see what I draw. I may not even draw everything at that point. Hold on. Forge colony into colony, and then buy should work. And I can get away with that without gaining copper, right? If I just Spice Merchant silver. So I need to play hunting grounds now. I have a peddler anyway, we're good. Three terminals, 3 actions, we're fine. Okay. Forgot this could gain a duchy too. But that gives up double colony. Yes. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of chat. I need to catch up on this. Oh, he left. I was going to ask him if he wanted to play again. Now I can forge. I think you can just win this turn. Maybe not. This forge colony plus double Y again work. Yes. Oh, Funk Doc is here. Hi. And V Sunar is here. Good catch on the colony to colony. I'm glad I got there too, because I don't know that there was a good alternative play. It would have been kind of ugly from that point. I would probably bought like Province and Hunting Grounds or something. Why did Geronimo ignore Minstrel? He didn't. He just trashed. He forged away Spice Merchant, so he's committed to single colony turns. I'm not sure of several of Geronimo's decisions, but he did okay. I think I really like every decision he made, with the exception of forging his Spice Merchant and never rebuying it. That's the only thing he did that I disagree with. Then once he did that, getting a count is good and a bunch of other stuff. But like that's the one point. No, you need the copper. Did I decide I don't need the copper? I do need the copper. Or do I? Let's say when I have 3 peddlers, count, that's 6. This is 8. 13. Yeah, it's 21. Yeah, I do need the copper. See, this is why I said